Jackery 2000 plus. Just real world use if you're just off grid, and just how the whole thing works and how it holds up, and my experiences over the last month or so of having it. All right, let's go outside where I have a little more room. This is the Jackery Plus, my whole little setup right here. 2 expansion batteries. We have 6 kilowatts worth of juice that goes in. We have 2 200-watt solar panels up there on the roof, and just how the whole thing works out for me in a trailer. So I'm going to go with the pros and cons. The first one I want to go with the pros is that it's easy to hook up. It's very hard. You really can't put any wrong wires together. You can't hook up anything the wrong ways. It's super easy. It's super simple. You just slap it all together. Hooking up the expansion batteries, hooking up the solar panels, so like how that thing all hooks up. I mean, it really is just plug and play. If you could set up a TV, you could set up the solar generator. It's pretty simple. But here's what I found out there are kind of some of the cons. It really doesn't like to go over 2,000 watts, and I mean 2,000 watts period. So let's say you're putting in 500 watts. You don't want it having just constantly running any more than 1,500, like in the trailer. It'll overheat, or it'll want to shut down on you, especially in the summer heat. What I have for my setup is it has the 30 amp plug. So the 30 amp plug goes straight into the solar generator, which is great. That's exactly what you want. Just plugs your whole little trailer setup, like we're doing, is set. The 2 panels here, I find, can supplement all my needs for about 8 hours a day. Otherwise, what I have to do is early in the morning, I hook up my Predator to it. I kind of bring it up to 100%. I found if it is fully charged, it'll last me pretty much all night. So it's dark back up to the morning again, and then this bad boy can charge it all the way back up. It'll take about 1,200 watts for about 4 hours and charge the whole system back up. It has lots of plugs back in there. You can watch other videos that really go into it more detail. But I found that the biggest takeaway is it's a big investment. It's a you're talking thousands of dollars compared to $1,000 for a Predator generator, and this thing has you can get with a warranty for a couple $100, and within that 2 years you can just swap out a new one. And gas is really cheap, especially in Arizona. It's only a couple dollars a gallon. So really, is it worth the investment if you're going to use it all the time? For me, I wouldn't have bought it if I was just going camping, because it's a big investment. Just how much would it cost really for every weekend to just get a little bit of gas for a generator, opposed to you're spending thousands of dollars for a battery setup. But over the course of time, I probably cut about 40% of my gasoline use, or maybe even half of my gasoline use. For me, if you're always doing this for electricity, if you're totally off grid, it really is worth the investment. You'll probably get your money back within a year. If you're just camping every weekend, it's probably not the right decision financially. And that's my review. The kit I bought was comes with the 2 expansion batteries on top, and also these 2 panels. Now, the problem I found with these panels is they're the flexible type, and they're meant to be propped up on a camping trip. They're not meant for permanent installation. But I found that they have little rivets in the sides, kind of like some tents do, so I can just bolt these down and have them firm. The biggest thing I have the problem here in Arizona is it gets windy, and crazy like Wizard of Oz windy. There's lots of dust devils and stuff like that. I've seen sheds and carports just lift up and fly away. So you need to really get this thing flat and know where the wind's coming from. But they're really good panels. It's a lot of juice for the size, but for permanent fixture, I kind of would want something else. I think I'm going to change these out eventually, but it's not bad for the price you're getting. And if you are camping and that's what you're using it for, I think they'll be great. They prop up real easy. But for me, permanent fixture, this is a temporary fix, I think.